Hi. When you prepare for something, does it scares you that others are better than you? You're afraid that next person who's saying something, who's putting on the video, is way better than you, and seeing him perform so good makes you nervous, discourages you from producing content, speaking or preparing. You're preparing for exam, and when you are in the coaching, you see a crowd of people, more than 500, and you're lost thinking where you stand in those people. Does it happens? This must be happening with you, I'm quite sure, and it's natural. You're quite normal, but you should take care that this virtual pressure do not takes the steam out of you. You should not be disgraced. Now let me rephrase this situation from my life. In 11th standard back in 2006, I was preparing for IITs, and seriously, I was overwhelmed by the number of people and the competitors who were up against me and were performing much better. So instead of improving my techniques, I was rather being pressurized by seeing the guys perform so well that I pushed myself backwards, thinking that I stand nowhere. But that was not the right thing to do, because you unnecessarily put on this pressure and unrealistic expectations from you, which otherwise you normally would have been performing much better, but you did ruin everything for yourself, and they didn't make any sense. So what shall be done? If you are having a big target, say you want to be an athlete, world class athlete who win uh, gold at Olympics, or you want to be someone, say a speaker who can bring out the best of humor with the best accent as well as the flow of communication, and you think the last speaker you saw in that conference was much better than you and you stand nowhere. Now do not do that. First thing you can start with is, yes, do isolate yourself, but not in a sense that you're unaware of what is going outside, what is the trend is, or what is the actual requirement of that genre. Isolating yourself requires comparing to your past. Say today how I'm doing, yesterday how I did, or probably last week or last month or last year, and tomorrow or maybe 10 years down the line how I'm doing now. That's a really long target. What you can do is compare yourself every day, record it like I'm doing it, and just be the competitor of yourself. Try to improve so that at least you're not demotivated and you will have a much realistic target. And the thing about such kind of progression is there is a delta improvement, and this improvement can be considered to be very much like you have read in integration. The math students will better understand it what I'm talking about. This small delta will keep adding up and make you much better in the direction you're vying for, and that was your target. And instead of getting demotivated from the persons who are best or pioneers or at the apex of that field, just see them, look out for the best of tips, what they're doing, what's working for them, what's not, what is it that makes them so attractive, or have got followers on YouTubes, on Instagrams, or the way they are handling the crowd, or how they're building up the empire as and being an entrepreneur. Note down all those things, and instead of getting demotivated, set for yourself realistic targets. so that at least it's in your reach and you're moving somewhere. Just by seeing the bright flash, you do not oil yourself and get yourself knocked down. That is not anyone would like to have. Would you? No, at least I don't. So let's work out on that thing, that compare with yourself, just isolate yourself, see what can be done, what you're not doing well, let's see how well you are using the time, and just bring out something meaningful, and at least you're progressing against yourself. Beat yourself every day, not physically but in terms of performance, and in some time I swear you will be much more better than you have been. And by following this principle, one day you'll surprise yourself, and when you go up there on stage, other people might be wondering where this gem was hidden all this duration, and now we have got this one and it's so good. I'm not kidding when I claim such things. You listen people saying and commenting such things about you, and seriously, we are up for it. You are, we are, I am. So let's work out on that principle. Never ever demotivate yourself, and you are the best completer. Keep improving, keep working. See you next time. Today, that's all for today. Good luck.